Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we are tackling a question that I think pretty much every business owner or marketer has been asking themselves lately.
Oh, absolutely. It's the new big question.
It really is. It's the one that keeps you up at night. And that question is, how do I rank in ChatGPT?
The one that replaced, how do I get to #1 on Google?
Exactly. We all want to know how to make sure that when someone asks the AI for a recommendation, it spits out our name. We've got a ton of research today drawing a lot from Rank 4 AI, and we're going to get to the bottom of it.
Matter.
I have a feeling you're about to tell me that's the wrong question.
It is the wrong question. And I know that can be frustrating to hear because ranking is how we've all learned to operate online.
It's everything.
But asking how to rank shows
Oh.
we're bringing a search engine mindset to a generative AI world, a 2010 mindset.
Okay, let's break that down right now because
Right.
ranking is how we've all survived for the last, 25 years? You have a list. You want to be at the top. Simple. Why doesn't that apply here?
Because there is no list, not in the way we think of one. An AI like ChatGPT doesn't have pages.
No pages.
Think about what Google does. It's like a librarian. You ask for something, it runs to the back and brings you a stack of books or websites and puts them in order. That's ranking.
Right, and we do SEO to be the book on top of the stack.
A perfect analogy.
Yeah.
But an LLM isn't a librarian. It's an author. It isn't retrieving documents. It's generating a new answer from scratch.
Ah.
It's not sorting a list. It's selecting information to construct a sentence. So if you're trying to rank, you're playing a game the AI isn't even playing.
That is a huge shift in thinking. The librarian versus the author. The librarian just cares if the book title matches. The author actually cares if the story makes sense.
Spot on. The author cares about coherence. So
Nice.
the goal isn't ranking. The goal is recommendation.
Okay, recommendation. I like that. The whole game moves from search to what the source material calls AI visibility.
Exactly. Search engines give you lists. AI systems give you answers. And when a user asks for help, the AI selects organizations it can confidently summarize and recommend.
Confidently summarize. That phrase really stands out. It implies some kind of trust. But what does trust mean to a machine? Is it just reviews and testimonials?
Those are part of it, but trust for an AI is different. The experts at Rank 4 AI call it interpretive confidence. This is, probably the most important concept for us to get into today.
Okay, lay it on us. Interpretive confidence, what is that?
It's actually a mathematical concept. These models are probabilistic. They predict the next word. When an AI is answering a question, it's scanning its internal map of knowledge for entities that fit with a high probability.
So it's basically calculating the odds that my business is the right answer.
Sort of, yeah. But the key thing is, it's calculating the odds that it understands you.
Oh.
Think of it like a student in an oral exam. If the professor asks, explain what this company does, and the company website is full of vague buzzwords.
We leverage synergy.
Exactly. The student is going to stumble. Their confidence in getting the answer right is low. And because the AI is programmed to be helpful and accurate, and to avoid making stuff up.
Hallucinations, right?
Right. If it lacks that interpretive confidence about who you are, it'll simply leave you out. It's safer for the AI to say nothing than to say something wrong.
Whoa. Okay, that is a critical distinction. On Google, you could kind of game the system with enough backlinks, even if your content was a bit of a mess.
The librarian might still hand over the book, yeah.
But the AI is like a really harsh editor. If it doesn't get you, you get cut. Not because it dislikes you, but to save its own credibility.
That's the reality. For businesses, the biggest danger from AI isn't hallucination, it's omission. It's not about being #1, it's about being the clearest answer.
This feels like it goes against so much marketing advice, but it also sounds insultingly simple. Just be understandable.
It sounds simple, but think about most corporate websites. It's actually really hard for a lot of them. We're used to signaling with keywords. Now we need identity clarity. The AI needs to know exactly who you are before it can ever recommend you.
But I can hear our listeners now. They're thinking, sure, clarity's nice, but I just spent a fortune on an SEO audit. Is that all worthless?
Not worthless, no. It just solves a different problem. SEO helps you get found on a list. AI optimization helps you get mentioned in a solution. And as more people start their searches with an AI,
That solution space is going to be where all the action is.
it's where the growth is.
Okay, so if I'm listening to this right now and I want to audit my own interpretive confidence, what am I looking for? The source material mentioned 3 pillars.
It did. 3 pillars for AI visibility: clarity, consistency, and identity.
Let's start with clarity. I saw a term in the notes that sounds super technical. Summarization stability.
It does sound technical, doesn't it?
Is that like a bit of code I need to fix?
Not at all. It's a linguistic idea. It just means, can the AI explain what you do without getting confused? Here's a simple test. Ask 5 different customers what your business does. If you get 5 different answers, you have low summarization stability.
Ah, I see. So if one person says we sell software, another says we do consulting.
And a third says, you fix computers, then you're in trouble. Because if a human is confused, an AI is going to be totally lost. It hits a phrase like, empower global change through innovative synergy, and it hits a wall. You can't map that to anything real.
I feel personally attacked. But yeah, we see it all the time. Companies are afraid to be specific.
And that instinct is fatal in the AI era. If the AI can't summarize you in a stable, repeatable way, your confidence score drops. You become noise, not signal. And that leads right into the second pillar, consistency.
This one seems more straightforward, just, don't have typos.
It's deeper than that. The source material points out that if your messaging contradicts itself anywhere online, the AI's confidence just plummets.
Give me an example.
Okay, let's say there's a local business. On their website, they call themselves an artisanal bakery.
Okay, I'm with you.
But the owner is also really into crypto. So their blog is all about Bitcoin. On LinkedIn, they call themselves a financial futurist. And on Instagram, they're posting about catering weddings.
Okay, so the AI sees baker, crypto bro, wedding planner, all for the same person.
Exactly. The AI is trying to categorize this entity. It's asking, where does this fit? When it sees sourdough and blockchain attached to the same thing, the probability of any single label being correct just drops.
It doesn't know which one is true, so if it recommends you as a baker, it might be wrong because you're actually a crypto guy.
Precisely. It sees that data as unstable. So the safest move for the AI is to ignore you and recommend the competitor down the street who only talks about baking bread.
That is brutal. It's like being ghosted by a robot because you have an identity crisis.
That's a great way to put it. And that brings us to the third pillar, identity. You need identity clarity. The AI needs to put you in a box. I know businesses hate being put in a box.
We want to be holistic and flexible.
But for AI visibility, you need sharp, defined edges. You have to be able to say, we are X doing Y for Z. If you're everything, to an AI, you're nothing.
This is a lot to take in. I want to pivot to the don'ts because I know our listeners, they're already thinking about hacks. Okay, but surely there's a trick, some metadata I can inject.
Ah, yes, the keyword trap.
Yeah.
The source material is really clear on this. People assume it works just like Google search. They think if they just hide the words best plumber 100 times on their page, they'll win.
Wait, do people still do that white text on a white background thing?
You'd be surprised. But no, stuffing best accountant in London 50 times in your footer is not going to work.
Why not?
It actually hurts you. It lowers the quality of your content, which makes the AI trust your page less.
Yeah.
You can't hack the AI into recommending you if the core content isn't clear.
It goes back to the author analogy. If an author is writing a book and suddenly starts screaming best plumber in the middle of a chapter,
You'd throw the book away. It's nonsense.
yeah,
LLMs understand context and semantic relationships. They look for meaning. If the meaning isn't there, the keywords are just noise.
You had a great analogy for this when we were prepping for the show. The restaurant one, I think that really drives the point home.
Oh, right. Imagine you ask a friend, let's call him Chad, for a restaurant recommendation.
Okay.
Your friend is only going to recommend a place they can clearly describe. They'll say, oh, go to Luigi's. They have amazing authentic pasta. It's a safe bet.
You know what you're getting.
Now, what if there's a restaurant called The Food Place? And your friend says, well, I think they have burgers, but last week they were selling sushi and I heard they do taxes in the back room on Tuesdays.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going there.
And your friend won't recommend it. He'd look like an idiot if he sent you there and you get a tax audit with your dinner. That is interpretive confidence. The AI, like your friend, wants to be helpful. Recommending a confused business is a reputational risk.
It's all about being a safe recommendation for the machine. Okay, this is all starting to click. So we know the problem. What do we actually do? The source material had some very specific do's.
It did. And my favorite is the one-sentence rule.
A rule, I like it.
The advice is simple. Define your role in one sentence. But for most businesses, that is an agonizing process.
I can imagine. Most companies want a whole slide deck to explain what they do.
But the source is clear. If you can't define your role in one sentence, the AI can't either. And if it can't define you, it can't recommend you.
So it's the ultimate elevator pitch for a supercomputer.
Exactly. And that one sentence needs to be right there on your site, ideally in the first paragraph. Something like, we are a type of company that provides service to audience. That rigid.
We are a digital agency providing SEO to small businesses, not we help you dream big.
Dreaming big cannot be mapped to a user query. So that's step one. What about the rest of the site? The source mentioned structuring for machine.
Right, something about focus pages.
Yes, you need focused service pages with single subjects. No more giant services pages that list 20 different things.
One page, one concept.
One page, one concept.
Yeah.
If you offer 3 services, you need 3 pages. This helps the AI index your knowledge cleanly. This URL is about X. That URL is about Y. High confidence.
It's like organizing your pantry.
Yeah.
You don't just throw everything in a bin called food.
Exactly. You want the AI to be able to find the right ingredient instantly.
Okay, focus pages. Got it. Now, what about the opening paragraphs? I have a terrible habit of writing these long, flowery intros. In today's fast-paced digital world,
And the AI hates that.
of course it does.
The advice is that opening paragraphs must directly answer the implied question.
The question being, what is this page about?
Yes. What is this service? The AI scans the top of the content to get the gist. If the first 200 words are fluff, it might just move on. You have to get to the point immediately.
So if my page is about commercial roofing, the first sentence should be, we provide commercial roofing installation and repair for businesses in Manchester.
Perfect. That is high summarization stability. The AI reads that and thinks, check. I know what this is. I can recommend this.
It feels like we're moving back to a really direct journalistic style of writing. Don't bury the lid.
We are. For your core pages, you need to be a dictionary. Save the poetry for your blog.
What about the bigger picture? You mentioned services should reinforce each other. What does that mean?
It's about thematic unity. If you sell web design, SEO, and branding, those make sense together. The AI builds a clear picture of a digital agency.
They're in the same neighborhood.
Right. But if you sell web design, dog grooming, and used cars, the AI can't form a coherent identity. It actually decreases the confidence score for all of them.
So you need to make sure your services live in the same universe.
Or have separate websites. The goal is to make the AI's job of categorizing you as easy as possible.
It's funny, we always talk about user experience, UX. Now we're talking about, well, machine experience,
That's
MX.
That's a great term for it. We are optimizing for the machine reader because that machine is now the gatekeeper to the human customer.
That's the big takeaway, isn't it? The machine is the gatekeeper. And you can't charm it or buy it lunch. You just have to be clear.
Which is why this shift from ranking to recommendation is so critical.
Okay, let's bring this all together for everyone listening. We started by asking, how do I rank in ChatGPT?
And we learned that the goal isn't to rank, it's to be recommended.
And to be recommended, you have to be clear.
Clarity is the driver of a selection. That's the mantra.
So for you listening right now thinking, okay, I have work to do, let's do a quick checklist.
Let's do it.
Step 1, go to your homepage. Can you find that one sentence that says exactly who you are and what you do?
And if you can't, write it and put it right at the top. And delete the word synergy.
Please delete synergy. Step 2, look at your service pages. Are they focused? Does the first paragraph get straight to the point?
No long, rambling intros.
And step 3, check for consistency. Does your LinkedIn profile match your About Us page?
Be a baker everywhere. Don't be a crypto baker on Tuesdays.
It sounds like a lot of work, but honestly, it also just sounds like good business sense.
That's the beautiful part. Optimizing for AI forces you to be a better communicator for humans, too. Humans also like clarity. So by fixing your interpretive confidence for the bot, you're probably helping your conversion rate with people.
A definite win-win.
But I want to leave you with one final thought.
Go for it.
We're moving to a world where the main interface for the internet is a conversation, not a search bar and a list of links.
Right. I just ask a question, I get an answer.
In that world, if an AI can't summarize your business in a single confident sentence based on what it can find online, in the eyes of the future internet, do you even exist?
Wow, that's heavy. If you can't be summarized, you're invisible.
You're a ghost in the machine, a file that can't be opened.
Well, that's some serious motivation to go audit our websites. It really is adapt or die, isn't it?
It is. The barrier to entry isn't technical anymore. It's clarity.
Do not aim to rank. Aim to be recommended. I am definitely sticking that on my monitor.
A good one to remember.
Thank you so much for this. This was a fantastic deep dive. I feel like I finally understand what's happening inside that black box.
It was a pleasure. It's a fascinating time.
And to you, our listener, thanks for joining us. Go take a look at your website, read that first paragraph out loud, and ask yourself, would a robot get this? And if the answer is anything other than a definite yes, you've got some editing to do. We'll catch you on the next deep dive.